Fighting out of the red corner. This man has an amateur record of 5 victories, 1 defeat. He stands 5 feet 11 inches tall. Representing CCA Hartlepool, Bradley Nelson. And his opponent standing across the cage. Fighting out of the blue corner. This man is 21 years of age, standing 5 feet 11 inches tall, with an amateur record of 2 victories, no defeats. Representing BKK Fighters, Matt Hughes.
So after a short intermission, we move on to the 7th contest of the evening. Probably one of the fights I was looking forward to most pre-show. Matt Hughes from the BKK Fighters, and in the south, under head coach Jack Mason, opposite Bradley Nelson from CCA Hartlepool. I've seen fight a couple of times on the northeast. Both guys very, very capable fighters, so I'm intrigued to see how this one's going to plan out. And thus far, both guys throwing leather.
Mixing it up. There's been a nice little head kick landed there. They're really going to go at it here. They've got one loss in 7 fights between them, so I'm excited for this one.
Good right hand from Hughes. Sorry, Dan.
Hughes rocked him there. Beautiful right hand.
Yeah, fairly experienced corner for Hughes. I mean, 2-0 as an amateur, and you sort of got a 40-plus professional fighter, Jack Mason, in your corner alongside Sean Carter in the UFC's Arnold Allen. So
what a corner.
Not too bad for the domestic scene. And Hughes finding a home with the right hand, straight down the pipe early. Nelson just sort of catching the leg there.
This will be some nice experience for him as well. He's doing a lot of right things, is Hughes, against the southpaw, but he needs to utilise that left step and the right straight down the middle.
Good right hand from Nelson.
Definitely.
Came off a good body kick a few moments ago. As I said, I've seen Nelson fight a couple of times. Very, very capable fighter. His record shows that. As you said, 1 loss in 8 contests between them. And Hughes pushing the pace now. I'm pretty sure as well that I heard earlier that Nelson took the fight on around a week's notice. So
and nowadays these guys, they stay ready. You know, he looked in good shape. He's showing no sign of that.
Yeah, that might be correct. It may not, but that's just what I heard as he lands a good right on Hughes, who fires back with one of his own. And again with the right hand from Hughes. No changes levels, looking for a takedown. He's got the single. Nice.
Beautiful takedown.
Yeah, nice, straight into side control. Nelson taking full guard.
It looks like he's trying to put a bit of pressure on his rib cage there, but that's just going to be an annoyance, really. It's not going to do much. He's pushed up against the cage, but the length of Nelson here, it's
yeah, I was going to say Nelson's quite happy to extend the legs and just keep Hughes at bay.
You can't really get that downward pressure on through the shoulder.
Yeah, Hughes.
But as I say that, his hips come free.
I can see what Hughes is trying to do. Stack in, put his shoulder into the sort of throat region of Nelson. But obviously, like you say, with Nelson's leg length, he's just quite content to keep him there. And obviously, Neil Hall is having a good look to stand them up. He's got a half-arse guillotine on.
He's content there against the cage.
Yeah, he's quite happy to. Although Hughes breaks free, a couple of good right hands.
He's caught the head and arm.
Yeah, and we're back to our feet. He's going for a standing heading arm. You don't often see these.
If he gets the outside trip.
Yeah, I was just going to say, it'd be good to see a trip. But I mean, he's still wrestling for it.
It's just that Nelson's a taller man here. He's hanging off.
Yeah, I was going to say Nelson was quite happy to just dance around the cage momentarily there.
Beautiful idea there, beautiful idea. I like that standing head and arm and, the outside trip. It's just that Hughes could not drag Nelson down to his level, and he was being stretched out a little bit.
Yeah, he's doing the right things at the moment for me, Hughes. He's probably my only criticism at the moment would be that when he fires his shots, he's sort of not taking himself out of harm's way quick enough, and he's allowing Nelson to land shots of his own. But some good footwork, obviously closed the distance well, got a lovely single leg takedown, Probably done enough at the moment to, I think, just to take that round from Nelson with the takedown, albeit, as I said, didn't do much with the top position, but on a pretty even round it can sort of get the judges to lean one way. So
I'll say it all scores points. That top position there, I kind of dislike. I like the jiu-jitsu and the guard game, but if they're both going to be there just playing the waiting game, the top position's always going to score.
Touch of gloves to start round 2 as Neil Hall waves them forward. Bit of a slower start to round 2 than round 1. By this point in round 1, several shots had already been thrown by both men. Good body kick.
Beautiful.
You can see that wilt on the side where the one landed early on in the first round as Nelson tries a head kick of his own.
Oh, nice switch kick to the head.
Trading kicks. Good right hand from Hughes.
Hughes caught his foot there, and I think it hurt him just a little bit. He looked a bit wobbly when he put it down.
Forward with the Superman punch and a left hook behind it. A good, little prying flick of a head kick.
He likes that switch right kick, he does, Nelson, and I like it as well. You don't really see it coming behind your guard.
Yeah, quite liking the sort of opening minute to this round. Both guys not as bullish as they were in the first round. Sort of beginning to pick shots. Both guys landed some good jabs and some kicks. More of a technical striking battle.
Nelson's found his rhythm there. Did you see the lateral movement there? He was just
lovely outside leg
playing
kick as well
bullfighter
from
with him
Nelson.
there.
Hughes comes forward.
Oh, and Hughes is bloodied up now. Only his nose. But it all counts. It gets you thinking when you see your own blood.
Yeah, Hughes forward again once more. Misses with the right hand. As you said, Nelson doing a pretty good job moving side to side, or at least moving his head sideways when the shots come in.
Ooh, that was nice.
Nice body kick lands around the sternum area of Nelson.
And he winced a little bit. It was a bit of a delayed reaction, but he winced a little bit. That could be having an effect. But nice switch, jab cross there.
A good shot from Nelson. And throws again a little inside leg kick. Just mixing it up nicely.
It's very. He's good with that lead leg kick, that right kick is Nelson. I want to see him go to the head a bit more, and then maybe come to the body with his left kick. But beautiful take.
Yeah, I was gonna say he sort of changed levels there. I don't think.
He's got that prayer choke there. That is nice, beautiful finish.
And I don't think Hughes knows when he stood up initially. Then I think he was just a bit groggy on his feet. Beautiful from Nelson.
I've seen it in training. I do it in training, but I've never seen that. I've never seen that live. That was a beautiful.
Yeah, well, I was just going to say he dropped level, probably not in the sort of best scenario, but he managed to get the ankle pick and the takedown, and then all of a sudden he's back on his feet and in the choke, and Brad Nelson sort of extends his win number to 6.
And you saw Hughes' face then, it came on quickly, the rush of blood to his head afterwards. He looked a little wobbly. That was a beautiful tight choke.
Yeah, as we from our second stoppage of the evening, we pass over to our MC Lee Nicholson for the official decision, sorry.
Ladies and gentlemen, will you please show your appreciation for our fighters? This bout reached its conclusion 2 minutes and 6 seconds into round number 2 for your winner via guillotine choke in the red corner, Bradley Nelson. And please your appreciation for Matt Hughes.